Hey, fellow truck lovers out there. My son purchased a 2004 Ford F-150. Okay, hey Chevy guys, I'm sorry, but he picked a Ford. Anyway, and nothing wrong with that. Either vehicle is just great. This applies to all vehicles now. We're going to do two different videos. All right, one's going to be putting sidebars on, or what kind of?
Nerf bars.
What's that?
Nerf bars.
Nerf bars. Okay, which are the round bars? Over my Jeep, way over there. Okay, on the bottom, those are the step bars. We're not going to put those on this truck. So the Nerf bars are the round ones. I'm going to show you how to put those on, and then we're going to put a cover on the back of the bed. All right. So the first thing you want to do over here, he purchased these parts online. You can get them for, how much was it?
$167.
$167, better than a local auto store or any place else. The first thing you do is unpack the box. Look at all the stuff, make sure everything's there. There's a big old sign on that thing saying stop before returning this product. Give us a call. Chances are they're real good at overnighting any missing parts. Now we did take a look underneath, and we saw that there's holes down there, so probably don't need all this other hardware or actually have to drill holes, but we need to line it up. These are that's what they look like. Hey, the really cool thing is it's marked pink and green. Okay, so I don't know if they figure it's like an aircraft where you have the red is on left and the other color is on right. So I don't know, but we'll see what happens if that's the case. Okay, right here we have the front and the rear. So you want to note something. See these clips right here? Right here. They're clips. Okay, and over here doesn't have any clips. So these are for the rear side. Okay, and it gives a diagram right here. It's called an IPB, Illustrated Parts Breakdown, and it gives item numbers. All right, so I pay attention to that. Down here, it gives a procedure. Okay, with the item numbers in it. So along with the size of the sockets and so on. So they make it as easy as possible. We'll take a look and see how these things are going to hook up underneath. All right, I'm underneath the truck looking out. There's a little stopper. This is all the way up forward. It's hard to do with a flashlight. We're all the way up forward. There's the tire right there. All right, this is the first one. We need to pull that out. It shouldn't be too hard. There, it's already out. Okay, there's no other part here except for a screw that's right here. All right, that this is going to sit on. Now, I'm going to try to hold the flashlight while I hold this piece up. This is the forward bracket. The forward bracket goes in like this. It's actually sitting up. It's mounted on that screw, that red screw right there. Let's see, you can see it. It's in that hole right there. And then we're going to put a bolt going through right here. Let me get the light up there. Okay, right there is the bolt. And there's that little L thing up there. All that L thing on the black is keeping it level. Let me get this back out. Okay, there's a little indent right here. And all that's doing is keeping it out there. Pretty well engineered, I think. So we're going to put that one up, get that in there, and with the bolt and everything, and that's going to go right into the hole right there. And then we're going to do the same. The thing is, it's hard to do this even with two people holding it, so I have bricks there we're going to hold this up on. We are on jacks now, jack stands, or not stands, but ramps. And we do have a chock so this thing doesn't roll forward over underneath. Safety is a pertinent thing. All right, we're going to put this guy in. They give you a Teflon, I guess, a shield of some sort. You want to take it outside the unit. You want to screw this thing on. Get it started about halfway down. You're going to come in, flashlight?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to come into where this hole is right here. And we're going to feed this thing through. All right, and then we're going to tighten this guy down. It's hard to do with the camera in my hand, but we're going to tighten this guy down, and I'll show you what it looks like afterward. All right, it's fastened down as best as it could be. Okay, you don't want to make it too tight to where it's going to come off the threads. All right, but it's in spot. It's in there and ready to receive the thing that's going to be hooked up to the bracket. So we're going to hook up the bracket while I'm down here too. All right, just in case your item didn't come with directions, I suppose. The directions say loosely put the nut on. It's a nylon lock nut on with a washer on there, metal washer. All right, so we'll put that on there. It's loose, and this is sitting up there just nicely. I think we're going to work on the back one now. All right, there's 2 stops here that has to be pulled out. The smaller one in the back of that big one, and we're all the way back aft. There's the back tire. Okay, so there's 2 of them. And what you have is, you have this guy with the 2 nuts on it that have to be worked through there. We got to take the nuts off at least one of them. We're going to have to take nuts off of both of these. That's what I'm doing now. And these are not lock nuts. Hopefully they have lock washers that go with these. That would be nice. Alright, so obviously I can't show that to you while I'm doing this because I can't hold the flashlight at the same time. Let's see if, nope, can't hold that in there. It won't. It would be nice to have one of those flashlights that clamped on something. Yeah, you want to hold the flashlight? Okay, you want to take it and feed it in like this and work it back. And I'm not going to be able to show you what's on the other side of me, but work it all the way in. You got to get that all the way in. And right now that's not working. Let's see if it's better if we work it around. It looks like both sides are the same size, so I don't think there's a difference. Oh, come on, it has to be able to fit all the way around. And it's not going to. It is not going to fit all the way around. We got to make that happen. It's got to fit in there. We got to get the whole thing in. Might have to actually. I wonder if we can swing it. Let's put it one side in, get it all, and push it. Oh, that's going to be a pill. Okay, it's not going to fall anywhere. It's down the bottom. It's on the bottom. I have it on the bottom. I'm scooting it down. Oh, this is a pain that we're in. I got the threads in my hand and my fingers. There's no way to get a camera in there and watch what I'm doing now. But if you can see on this side, bring the flashlight over onto there you go. This is going to be a lot of fun. You don't want to lose it. I have it here. It should be coming up there, and it is. It's all the way through. Boy, that's a pill. You got to stick it all the way in and then bring it back. Lesson learned there. Okay, rather than losing this, I am going to put the Teflon fittings on there and bring it back. There's no way to get them started outside of this, so you got to do it while it's up there. Okay, to put the rear one on, you're going to put your shelf on first, and then you're going to put a flat washer. It doesn't matter which side goes on, and this is a lock washer. This has a little split in it, and it's a lock washer that's going to lock this ordinary nut on tight. Now on the front we had a washer that had a rubber piece on it. That's a lock nut. So this is going to stop your nut from backing off the bolt. Alright, so first thing that has to happen, we need to put this metal thing up there and then put these guys on top of it. Alright, there's going to be a lot of movement back and forth. There's big gaps, big slots to move back and forth. So we're going to leave this nice and loose. It's only supposed to be finger tight. Okay, so we can adjust. The front one is more steady where it's going to be. There's no play to it. The back one's where all the play is. I'm reaching down right now. That was my son that you just got in the video. That's his vehicle. He's a really cool guy. Proud to have him as a son. Hope he remembers me after he's married next year. Okay, that's finger tight. All right, there's still a lot of play in it, but this is finger tight. You can let go. All right, so that's ready to receive. All right, my son and I are ready to pick this guy up and put it on. We're doing it loosely, and once again, we have a lock nut between the washer and the bolt. Everything is loosely fit until we get everything into place, then we tighten it down. Okay, since the front one has no play to it, forward to aft movement, we're going to put the forward one in first. And the bracket may come off a little bit, but it's loosely mounted on there, just like the instructions. Over here, from where he is right now, we're going to have to move this guy all the way back. So it's going to be, you got to be patient. He's got to get under there and actually find out where the hole is and line it up and everything. All right, so just be patient. Yeah, I wanted to show you something, a big goof. All right, see here, hold that back.
Yep.
All right, this is as far up as we can go. There's the bar. And there's the thing that's supposed to hook up to him. Look at the big gap because we have the wrong bracket up there. No big deal. All right, now this is where this is going to go, and it's going to line up just fine. It's hard to see because of the light, but that's okay. It's going to line up just fine. So make sure you put the right one on. We put the wrong one up. It's nobody's fault. Okay, we just lined up, and these are just finger tight, so it's easy to back off with your fingers. Now that we got the right one on, where it comes down like that, go ahead and hold it up. Okay, so what we have is this goes back, and it lines up just fine. Okay. So there's the hole the bolt's going to go through, and then we have that. We can still move it around some. It's all going to be loosely played. We want to make sure the rubber steps here are going to be underneath where the person is going to step up to get in. We don't want to be too far back or too far forward. Tell you what, those Nerf bars sure look like they belong to the truck. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good on that. So go ahead and subscribe if you like it. Bye.